me, the sponsor.
It's me, Mario. Welcome to another episode of Humblewood. We are so happy to have you. Our sponsor for today is none other than CanadianDice.ca. Go over to Canadian Dice where you can purchase fabulous dice. I feel like I said dice too much.
That's a lot of dice.
Click clacks.
Dice,
Clickety
math
clacky makes me
rocks,
roll for a tackety.
clickety clacky, the whole bit. Go over there, pick up some dice for yourself. Put in the code OMRD. OMRD for Old Men Rolling Dice, and you'll get a 15% discount off your entire order.
Oh, we are live.
Did you not think? Did you think I was bluffing?
He's just practicing.
I thought you were practicing.
I was bluffing with my muffin.
Okay, Lady Gaga.
Oh, I guess we're on an ad roll right now. Well, sucks to be you. You can always you can always sponsor the channel. You can always take a subscription to the channel and you won't get ads. The puppet's fantastic, by the way. Shall we hit the movie, the trailer, and then come back and get killed by fire things?
You get killed by a giant puppet.
In the faraway world of Everden, on the eastern coast of a great continent, lies a vast forest nestled between the mountains and the sea. This is Humblewood, an ancient and magical place that hums an endless song to the rhythm of life and death. Here, familiar beasts grow to unusual sizes, bearing markings and patterns unique to the wood. This region is also home to two groups of animal-like humanoid races, the birdfolk and the humblefolk. Together they share the wood and its bountiful resources. Joining forces with the humblefolk, the birdfolk army known as the Perch Guard drive back bandit forces, bringing peace and security to the region. But the wood has also known sorrow. Not long after the forming of Alderheart, the region's capital city and the political center of the wood, a massive forest fire known as the Great Calamity burned a portion of the wood. To this day it is called the Scorched Grove, an arid field of ash that has become the home to many flame-infused creatures. The grove continues to burn and its reach expands. The balance of the realm hangs on a razor's edge, and an ancient power awakens.
Rito just came over and kicked a ball towards me and is just staring at me.
Wow.
Throw that?
Okay, we're back.
We're back.
We're back. We got a little bit of cow calling and a little bit of Greedo talking, but that's okay. That's okay. Ryan, take it away. It's all yours.
Well, last week, we left off in a bit of a situation here. So, having gone to the grove here, you found the cause of the disturbance was this giant ash snake, which you defeated. And then upon defeating it, 6 more came out of the ground and surrounded you. I believe somebody did heal that Luma cleric, right?
Yeah.
This one here.
If by someone you mean me, I don't think so.
No, I think maybe
We got it back on its feet because I rolled a nat 20 and it stabilized.
Maybe that's what it was.
I definitely remember doing that.
Okay.
I barely ever do that.
I'm going to read the passage again here as to what happened. So, the earth shakes, nearly knocking you and your companions from your feet. All around you, ash snakes erupt through massive mounds of ash. They rear up, emitting a terrifying hiss, a sound so shrill as if the air is being rent. As the ash snakes encircle you, there is a deeper rumble, less violent but full of power. The creatures hesitate for a moment until another more powerful tremor shakes their massive bodies. The ash snakes flee, heading south and burrowing into the ash. The tremors continue to gain momentum and intensity to the north. Miles away, something gigantic rises from a bed of cinders. First a hill, then a small mountain, releasing a plume of ash that blocks the sun. As dust clouds settle, you see a huge creature made of craggy black rock and pulsating orange magma. It bellows a guttural sound unlike anything you've ever heard, and begins to march towards your position. So that's kind of where we left off on a bit of a cliffhanger.
Just to be clear, he was like beneath the surface?
It's like a
he,
couple miles away. It's rising out of the earth.
Like it was hiding in an ash hole?
Oh boy. Why you just zoomed in on that Luma on the screen?
Because that's what you brought up and I haven't unzoomed. Settle down.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, so seeing this, Tavor starts to run.
Is that the Luma?
That's the guy who guided you here. He's a...
I think he's also a Luma.
He's a Luma also, actually.
A lot of Luma going on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's illuminating.
Well done. Well done.
All right. What are you doing? This thing is about 2 miles away, but it is starting to move towards you.
Hide the trees and run.
I am very badly hurt.
Yeah, let's...
I'm not hurt. I'm just very badly burned.
I'm not
We're
usually
going to fight it, right?
I'm not usually one to say this, but I think we need to turn tail.
I think I agree.
Never expose your vent. Back away slowly.
Oh, then...
In a non-threatening posture.
It appears that Tavor forgot about his friend over there as he just ran.
I will, despite being very badly burned, attempt to rescue the bird.
I will go to help you and assist.
Are you guys just going to pick her up and carry her?
Mm-hmm.
I feel that Woody is like gobsmacked. Like he's just looking at this massive mountain going like... Like,
yeah,
it looks like I'm laying an egg.
It is hard to judge how big it is from here, but it is...
That's no moon!
If there was what category it's under, it's gargantuan.
It's a huge burning rock.
We were told that we only needed to do a bit of recon. We didn't have to do much else, so I think we did our job and we could go now.
Guess that might be what Susan was seeing.
Look, this is not going to be when suddenly Woody becomes brave, so I'm running too.
Okay. Let's have... I would like everyone to make a dexterity saving throw. As it starts to launch boulders at you.
Oh, jeez.
And at the moment, it is gaining on you. Because you haven't really gotten to full flight mode here yet. Okay, Rusty, you're good. Frill, you're good.
Oh, good.
It's a save or suck situation here. Woody, you rolled twice for some reason, but...
I'll take the first one.
Yep, okay, you're good. And I'm going to roll for Tavor. Oh, okay, hold on a minute.
That's what happens when you abandon your friends.
Ryan, can you see my modifier? Because I have my sheet in updating mode right now.
I didn't get a roll. Oh, no, I didn't get a roll for you at all. That's fine. You can roll after.
No, I'm asking if you can see what my modifier is on my sheet.
Oh, yeah.
Because I can't.
Yep. Let's see here. Characters.
Sorry.
That's okay. Characters. Usse. I think it's probably a 2 or 3.
I think it's +3.
Oh, I can't either. When I open it, it goes into the character mancer.
No, you have Dex 16. I'm able to see that. And so Dex 16 fighters aren't... You're not proficient with Dex saves, are you?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. So you would have 3. +3.
Yeah.
Okay.
Great.
Mind
You
your
said you were hurting
business.
really bad, right?
Mind your business.
I was definitely hurting pretty bad.
Oh
Okay,
my god.
so,
Please let Lucy go down and Woody has to carry her out. I
as you were
need
running
that
away,
debt. I need that debt.
Wow.
So as you're running
Wow.
away, Tavor gets hit by a boulder, like a flaming piece of a boulder, and he goes down.
Yeah.
Well, we were carrying him, so.
No, that's the other one.
We were
The
carrying the
first
other
guy
Oh,
that
the
ran.
other one.
Yeah, that's the one that
Lucy
failed.
takes 17 points of fire damage. I don't know if that would have put you down.
Ow. I'll have to look in a second. Sorry.
Okay, and everybody else is okay. This Luma. Hold on one second. She's fine. She's being carried too, though, so put her there. All right. I'm gonna have to wait to see if that would have downed Lucy or not.
Here, this is what I'm going to do. Let's assume it, even if it, I showed Lucy at 12 hit points prior to going into character creation.
Okay. That makes sense.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So that would
Sounds about right.
now she's jumped to
Yeah.
34, but she was
Yeah,
just at
because
12.
character creation maxed it back out.
So here's what I'm going to do. As a bonus action, Woody the Brave will throw a healing word on Lucy.
Okay.
And then I will pick up Toto or whatever, Tavares. What's his name?
Tabor.
Table.
I'll pick him up.
Okay. So I'm gonna put everybody near the edge, and we're just gonna do one more roll
As we're trying to get away.
as you try to get away. Yeah.
Thanks, DM.
So your healing word would have brought me back to 1?
No,
we'll
probably more than that. Let me throw a healing word out here and we'll see.
I had 3 temporary hit points too, so.
Oh yeah, that's still a thing. Ooh.
Max 7. Stick
row?
that in your pipe and smoke it.
Thanks.
All right. So you notice as you start to flee that you are moving faster than this gigantic creature. But it is still hurling boulders at you. I would like everyone to make one more deck save. Excuse me. Frito.
I'm not sure I can do that.
Come here.
Earn my inspiration on that.
Can you give me a close-up on the token for the big fiery thing?
Wow,
For our
what a
friends
difference
at
that
home.
made.
There we go.
Oh boy.
I don't like the looks of that thing at all.
I mean,
I don't like it, man.
he's friendly. He's smiling. Look at that. He's just like,
I have to
hey.
look up the size of gargantuan.
Hey, Alma, welcome back to the chat.
I got a 19. Like, I am just parkouring with what's his name?
Wait,
Tabaris?
Have you
Tobar?
ever seen a rooster protect his flock?
Hey, we're
I
getting the
have not.
flock out of here.
Yeah, you are getting our flock out of here.
We are getting the flock out of here.
Get the flock out of here!
Hey, dirty.
Classify gargantuan as 20 or taller, 20 feet or taller. It's around 35 feet tall.
Dear.
Dang. That's 10 times as tall as Lucy.
Everybody, why did Pearl roll twice?
Because I burned my inspiration, hoping for better.
Well, 10 is the number you needed. So,
Oh, okay.
10 is a
they're
number
not,
you
they're not
shall
particularly
count.
hard to dodge because he's throwing these like probably large or huge size boulders.
The size of your
Okay,
mom?
They're definitely not the size of my mom. They're bigger.
All right, and you have successfully escaped this area if you keep running.
Well, I don't think we're stopping.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
don't think we're
yeah.
stopping if we can
All right.
help it.
I'm gonna switch you over to the overland.
We're gonna need a bigger tree or something to hit this guy with.
Where is my? There we go.
I think my tail might be like broken at a 90-degree
Rusty.
angle at this point.
Light the fires. Assemble the bandits. We ride.
We ride at dawn.
Summon
Alright.
Gondor for aid. Light the fires, Rusty.
After
Hopefully on
about
a rainy day.
10 to 15 minutes of running out of the scorched grove, you feel like you're probably you get to the edge and you feel like you're probably at a safe distance.
Well, that certainly didn't go as planned.
Not really. No, we have a bigger problem than anticipated. Lucy! Oh no.
I'm gonna heal.
Lucy's like, got the smoker's lung.
You got the black lung, Pop.
I'm healing this this Luma because I can't carry him all the way back home.
Okay. Oh, what was her name? Well, I have to check her name real quick.
I thought it was with a T. It's like
No, not
Timon or
Tabor.
something.
I have to Timon.
Tavern was the one who brought us in.
Who was?
Tavern.
Tabor.
Sorry.
See, you don't have it right either. You don't have it right either.
Jesus.
Are you eating onion rings? I hate you. I hate you. I would love some onion rings right now. God damn it. Hey, Tim. Stronghold D&D.
All right. Ardea is the name of the cleric.
Oh yeah, heal the other cleric.
Oh, we rescued a cleric?
Sorry, we have a
He's
second
good
cleric.
The other Luma
I'm
is a
experiencing cleric envy.
cleric. As you did you heal her or just the other guy? You healed her when she was down, right? Last week.
I thought she was mobile, so I didn't heal her.
Okay,
Is that not the case?
Oh. That's fine. That's fine.
Did we just leave her back there in the ash hole to die?
No, you have her.
Definitely not.
Frill and I picked her up.
Once she feels that you've gotten to safety, she thanks you and she offers you this helmet that she's wearing.
I'm gonna ask.
Yeah.
I appreciate the helmet, but while she's doing that, I'm gonna gather everybody in a circle, and I'm gonna start to like chant to the Dawn Mother. I'm gonna cast Prayer of Healing. So do whatever you want, but Prayer of Healing takes 10 minutes to cast, but it'll heal all of us and these two Lumas.
Okay, that's a good time for her to give you this item. I'm going to share that to the players. You guys can decide who would like this. And it does have a Luma feather in it.
Sorry, it has a Gallus feather?
No, Luma.
Did you say Gallus?
No, I said Luma. So you can use the helmet to cast a random first level spell from the sorcerer's spell list. Then you roll a d20. On a 20, it does not expend a charge. On a 1, the spell also targets you. So when you use it, we're going to roll. I have a chart of sorcerer spells. When you use it, you will roll a d20, and I'll tell you what spell you cast.
I think that sounds like fun. I would be.
It's yours, because I think it
That's
sounds
that's a very you item.
Oh yeah, it is.
You want to take that?
Oh yes, please.
Okay. Oh yes, please. Okay. I'll see if I can drag it over to your character.
Any potential of chaos.
Feathered helm.
Quite happy with.
Feathered,
Stuck a feather in his helmet and called it macaroni.
Character sheet. Pull you up here. Frill. I don't know why it says Frill fire resist, but
It's my reminder that I have fire resistance.
you just changed your name.
Yes.
Do you have fire resistance?
I drank the potion, yeah.
You got a potion on you.
Oh. I thought like
Okay.
all the time.
The feathered helmet has been added to your inventory. All right.
It's magic.
Frill is
So,
styling.
Arden gives you, there's art for it. Yeah, there it is. Arden offers you her helmet as a thanks for saving her life. And what would you like to do?
We got to get back to the city.
Yeah, we need to tell people.
And I know you don't like the bird council,
I'm just gonna lay down here and take a nap.
but we clearly need the perch guard for this. This is above our pay grade.
Rusty, where's
Lucy's
your
just
mask?
like passing out.
Wait, no, wake up. Happening?
Did you lose your mask, Rusty? I was living for that thing last week.
It's sitting in my drawer right
It
now.
made you look like Swiper from Dora the Explorer.
I kind of had some weird fantasies. I'm not gonna lie.
So what did the prayer of healing do? Did that heal everybody for that amount?
Yes.
Oh yeah, 13.
Everybody in the party gets 13 back.
Okay, I'm looking a little more alert.
So is the plan to return to Alderhurt?
Well, I mean, isn't that... I mean, we did technically what they sent us for.
Do we need to go all the way back there, or do we think we can camp in the woods, or... Didn't it take us days to get out here?
I will tell you, you're not very welcome at Winnowing Reach.
It took us days to get out here?
It was 2 days. Yeah.
Okay, stand by, please. I might have a spell.
Seems like a good time to cast a random level 1 sorcerer spell.
I mean, you could try that.
Like, whatever's something hut? I can't remember
You
the
guys
name of it.
You guys have your nest charm for...
Oh, yeah.
camp.
Bring out the nest charm. Who has that?
Oh, yeah. That,
It
that
basically
random
makes us a
pendant
nest.
That gives us the nest that raises up, right?
That's
Yeah.
totally right.
Didn't Rusty didn't you take that pendant? That was like a lot of adventures ago.
It's kind of a group item, so you can say whoever has it. It doesn't require attunement, so it's fine. However, it is like the middle of the afternoon. But
Are we far enough away to take a nap safely?
Never mind, I do have the nest charm.
I feel like
Far
we're
enough
still
we can-
relatively close, right?
You're still relatively close. You're still relatively close to the grove. You can probably
I-
still see the thing from where you are.
Maybe keep going.
I think we travel for at least the full day back towards Alderheart.
Till nightfall.
Yeah, I would agree.
That's what I'm thinking.
All right.
But if you guys are like, no, I think we need to have a rest. I'll do that.
No, I think going back into the natural wood till nightfall is a good idea. That puts some distance between us and keeps us from possibly running into should be talking like Lucy. Keeps us from possibly running into the ember bats or any of those spectrals that we ran into previously.
Yes.
I definitely don't feel up to helping with any more grave side funerals.
I thought I got the spell Animal Messenger, but apparently that is not a cleric spell. Probably a druid.
Okay, so say you travel for the rest of the day and you get far enough away from the Scorched Grove where you feel safe. Looking back at the Scorched Grove during the day, you can see it for quite a while, but it appears that it doesn't leave the grove.
So it's at least not following us.
Yeah, does it like stop anywhere, or is it still?
I mean, it's like
Bumbling
30
around.
feet tall. It's really hard to tell where exactly it is because you can see it from so far away.
Hey,
But-
Plush.
At one point, you notice you think it's kind of stopped moving, and it still looks like it's within the grove. So you travel until nightfall, in which time I'm assuming you're going to set up a camp of some sort.
Mhm. Probably.
Okay.
Yeah, and we use our nesting charm.
Okay. So would somebody just roll me a d20?
No.
I'll do it.
Hacha.
It's all your fault.
I did it.
9.
Oh,
Okay.
she
Unless
did
if
it.
it's bad, then I don't claim anything.
No, with the nest charm, you do feel quite safe because you're actually up in a tree about 20 feet in the air, and it's like kind of makeshift bird's nest. And you have an uneventful night where everyone can take a long rest
And level up.
and level to level 4. Yeah.
Oh,
Do, do, do.
seeing that giant creature suddenly made me feel stronger.
I feel so brave.
Okay, I thought I might have a spell like to send a message, but I don't. So maybe the Luma should. I mean, what can we really do here, though?
I mean, I have message. How far does message go? How
It's a
does
mile?
one message? I don't even know.
I think message goes like 100 feet.
Yeah, messages. You need sending if you're trying to go.
I think Animal Messenger goes further, but we don't have access to it, unfortunately.
Well, is technically everyone an animal in this case?
What?
Well, I mean, if
That's not how it works, dude.
I'll tell you how it works.
Don't you get lippy with me. Yeah. So, I mean, but we do have 2 Lumas here that can be used as messengers. They're literally homing pigeons.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, send them.
Odd.
It's hilarious. All right, so we wake up in the morning.
But what are we gonna do?
We can. Now that we kind of have seen what that is.
Wait a
track
minute.
its
Animal
movement,
Messenger is a
follow
bard
it.
spell. Do you have that bard?
No, I specifically did not choose that.
Damn it.
Because it seems a little racist in this campaign.
That wasn't the reasoning, but I'm gonna go with it.
Now that you say it.
Because it lasts for 24 hours and can travel 50 miles. Pretty good.
And I would walk.
Do we have cliff notes anywhere? No, I don't know if we have cliff notes anywhere, but all the episodes are up.
They're not.
They're not all up. Never mind what I said.
But you can go to Old Men Rolling Dice over on YouTube and start from the beginning. There's hours of entertainment there, if that's what you want to call it.
And lots
We
of
do
jokes
generally
about
recap
vents.
at the start of every episode, so even if you don't watch through them all, you can keep caught up, I think. All right, so you wake and you have a kind of trail ration sort of breakfast, and we're going to continue heading towards Alderheart. You think you can make it today?
Like, I don't know what we accomplished by staying here.
Fair point. Go back, regroup, say what we've learned.
Go see Susan.
Having a brush with death has, like, made me value Susan even more.
She's not even a bird folk, though.
Yeah, you're right. I'll have to really bathe afterwards.
So close. Then.
Really wash your vent.
So far.
All right. I would just like one survival check from whomever would like to make it for the day. Whoever feels like they're leading the way.
I mean, we know who's leading, but...
And you notice that, like, the roads are a lot... wow, good roll. The roads seem far less bandity than normal. So the DC on your traveling checks has been reduced.
I'm sorry, bandity?
Bandity? Is that a word?
Yes, the bandits have
No, I'm
stopped
pretty
their
sure it's
activity,
not a
remember?
word.
It is in this world.
The banditry has come down. Is that better?
That might be a word.
The level of banditry?
You mean the bandit tree that's topped with the bird folks?
We encounter fewer highway people.
Fewer highway animals? Yeah.
Well, we travel with a bandit, so that should keep us safe anyway.
I'm going to read the description.
I am no longer a bandit.
X
As
bandit.
you can see, this mask is on my forehead. I'm going to read the description for Alderheart again for anybody who hasn't been watching. So after a few more hours of travel, the road winds around an enormous tree whose branches block out the sunlight for at least a mile. Looking up in the canopy, you see a system of pulleys that leads to a network of platforms and bridges. Closer inspection of the tree reveals hidden steps carved into the massive trunk. You have reached Alderheart, the great tree city. And you're coming in probably the early evening. You're greeted by the perch guard as the heroes that you are returning. Maybe a little banged up looking, but returning nonetheless. And what would you like to do? Jeremy is a level 9 troll. Yes, he is.
Did it look like it was coming towards this direction, this giant creature?
Now that you're like up in Alderheart in the tree, you actually can't see it anymore. You're pretty far away.
But we think it looked like it was staying in the burnt grove or whatever, the ash grove.
It looks like it did not leave the scorched grove.
There's the word I was looking for. Scorched. So many descriptions for fire.
What's going on over there? Is there anyone that we know that's like a lore master or like a historian or somebody like that we could maybe hit up and see if there's something?
You would know that the council members or most of the folk on the council, well, bird folk, are like they're all put on there for different reasons. Like there's like a historian, there would be like a military leader. It's like a different leader of each type of.
What's my dad there for?
I would say your father's probably a cleric. But that's up to you.
He's there for being a cleric? I don't think my dad's holy.
No?
How dare you?
I think he's just a cocky SOB.
Listen, Lucy.
I would say maybe your father is like he's the type that upholds like the tradition of the bird folk within the city or something like that.
That's more like
maybe
it.
A bit of a.
Yes.
Does that make sense?
A position of power and influence.
Yeah. That's where you got it from.
Susan had a vision.
What was Susan's vision? Fire.
Didn't she have a vision of some sort of demon of fire?
No, I don't think so. Is that true?
Wasn't there something about like fangs and?
So
well, she's told me to watch out for the fangs.
Could Frill make like an illusion to show the council exactly what we saw?
I'm gonna say yes. You paused too long. This is a thing I do.
The visions that you guys received, bearing in mind you both rolled like fucking dog shit. One was just of like ash. Yeah, one was like ash and smoke, and the other was like smoke, fire, and teeth.
Well, I was thinking of the vision that she had before we went to try and kill her.
Way back when. Yeah, I can pull that up. Hold on.
The one that she had that caused us to go frog hunting, and then she accidentally summoned a demon.
The pipe cleaner demon, right?
Yeah.
Please hold DM buffering.
The Muppet demon.
Here we go. Would you like me to just read you what he said at the time?
Paint us a mental picture with your words.
Paint us a beautiful picture, Ryan, like one of your French.
I saw a great blaze consuming the wood. I don't know if she had that voice, but I like it now. Near the scorched grove, I think, there were figures too, a large lumbering, burning thing and something else, shadowed and distant, watching from afar. And then she said, maybe that's the lizard spleens that she's on. The tea gives me very cryptic visions.
You can't trust a spleen nowadays, I'm just saying.
Like I said, that sounds kind of like her vision. Thank you.
I'm surprised I found that. I'm not gonna lie.
Leave it to the mouse to remember something.
We ascend the great tree and we request an audience with the bird people.
An immediate, right now, no lines, nonsense.
Yes.
Audience.
I use thaumaturgy to make it look like I'm growing taller and shadowy like Gandalf.
Okay, so who is requesting
Have that
an emergency?
ability, do you?
Who's requesting the emergency audience?
We are the heroes of Alderwood.
Heroes. Yeah.
It is past business hours.
So, if you're on the council, you're always on. business time. I don't know.
So who's making the persuasion check?
Me! I'll persuade.
Okay, you can have advantage because of Jeremy's thaumaturgy.
Great.
Oh my.
Oh my god.
That's
What did you roll?
It's my one job and I can't even do it.
How dare you? You have advantage, though. He said you have advantage.
you do
Okay,
have
thank
Because of my thaumaturgy. Oh my god, it's like...
You're supposed to be the charismatic one.
We went from a 1
so
to
you
a
know-
9,
Charismatic in a
everybody.
bad way. Okay, I guess that's what's happening.
Pearl, you roll up to the magistrate's office and you start knocking on the door. He comes to the door. He is what was he? He's a strig. He's an older strig with like little glasses on, just like attached on his little beak. And he comes to the door and he's got like a nightcap on and like a pair of pajamas. And you request an immediate meeting of the council, and he just yawns and closes the door on you.
Daddy, chill.
He says he will call a council meeting first thing in the morning.
Yeah,
Wow.
very good. Well, I tried.
You keep putting that thing over Frill's face.
I can't help it. When I bring up the soundboard, it goes over Phil's face. How dare you? I'm going to Scorching Ray the door down.
Okay. This is what you're actually doing?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah. Like that. Like that.
Yeah, so not waiting till the morning, scorching ring, the magistrate's door down.
Are we all in on this?
Yeah, let's
This is
burn things down while there's fires raging. That's a good idea.
I think it's okay. All right. Well, I don't think we should wait till the morning, though. That doesn't seem right. I'm going to go get my dad.
Okay. You
Do
wake your father up?
Do I still have a key to the back door?
I think the butler probably changed the locks.
Yes, you could get into your father's house.
Yep. I walk right in, and I don't care if he's in bed with, like... Oh, my God. What if he's in bed with the woman I love?
He's in bed with Bitta.
Yes.
Hold on. Please hold.
He's in bed of better.
Nah, he's by himself.
Dad? Bitta?
My girl!
What
you
about
wake
Mom?
How dare you, Father? How dare
Wake
you?
your father up.
I wake him up.
Rouse your father from sleep. What are you doing in my chambers?
You need to assemble the council, Father. I come with news from the Scorched Grove. Very grave indeed. The Dawn Mother cannot allow this to wait until morning.
Yeah, he puts kind of a... give me a persuasion check, actually. LFG. Yep, there it is.
Not gonna lie, this makes me feel better about myself.
What is it that can't wait?
We've seen a great power rise in the Scorched Grove. You sent us there to take care of the problem. It was a big fiery snake, not really a problem. We handled it. And I just paused for effect.
We handled it. We handled it.
He's hanging on your every word.
And then I say to him, there were more than just one snake, though. There was quite a few of them. Dozens, maybe even a score. They were surrounding us on all sides. Fortunately, I'm blessed by the Dawn Mother, and I kept my entire party intact.
Are you using thaumaturgy again?
No.
Okay.
But then the ground shook. The very earth moved beneath my toes.
It felt the earth
and the snakes fled
under his feet.
as if frightened by what approached. And then we saw a great mountain of fire and ash, and he threw a rock at us.
He's kind of like gets up out of bed now, and he looks out his You're very high in the perch.
Yeah,
here.
I say you won't see it. It's too far away.
You actually from this distance can see like a glow.
Oh, then I'm like, you see, Father? That's no blessed light from the Dawn Mother. That is fire and ash and evil incarnate. And you need to assemble the council.
Lucy pops up behind him. Like, she stands up on his bed so she can get, like, face-to-face level. But
How'd
she
you get
comes
in
up
here?
behind him, like, grabs his shoulders and, I almost died out there. I almost died. I got swallowed by a snake.
And Moby just looks around and now realizes there's a bunch of humble folk in his bedroom.
Hello.
Oh, you're okay. You're a bird.
Oh.
You ever been bitten by an angry mouse?
Enough of this. We don't have time for this.
Well,
You
one-
need to
one
assemble the
time when I
council.
One time when I was in Salter's Port, I paid for something like that, but that's a different story.
Where? Do you have an
Salter.
address on that?
Yeah, it's right down here. Those port cities, you can get anything you want.
Anything, thing.
All right, you've convinced me. I'll assemble the council.
Oh my.
Thank you, Father.
So he jumps out of bed. He's looking out the window, and he ushers you out of his bedroom so he can get dressed.
Lucy sits down and starts, like, tending to her very broken tail.
He says he sends the butler off to inform someone.
I scorching ray the bed.
Jesus Christ.
You're just excited to have Scorching Ray.
He takes very useful at the end of a fire campaign. Good choice, sir. Good choice.
You didn't see what feat I took.
I didn't actually. I don't know what any of you are doing. He assembles the council, and we'll just kind of skip forward to 30 minutes or so. There's an emergency session.
They should all get dressed except for Bitta. If she wants to show a bit of leg, that would be okay.
She's in a
Show a bit of leg.
Let's just show the bit of leg. So we come to the council chambers. They all do look quite sleepy, but they are there to hear your story. Do you want to just say you reiterate the story?
Yeah, I would say we let him
That's
try
pretty good.
and
Fire,
reiterate the way he
ash,
said it before.
and furious anger.
Were you?
And I'll hold up my splinted tail.
Oh my! Were you doing some sort of illusion or something?
Oh yeah.
Frill?
Show them, Frill. Show them
Well-
what we saw.
Brill, like, very dejectedly, just kind of like, yes, it looked like this. Because he's still, like, really upset with how nobody listened to him earlier.
I'm gonna give Frill a pep talk. Because Gallus are actually good at this. I can give out like a Gallus version of Bard Inspiration. So I'm like,
Okay.
I get in close to Frill so everybody else can't hear. And I'll be like, dude, this is no time to like shy away. This is time to stand up proud. You've inspired us all this time. Now it's my turn to give a few words of inspiration to you. I don't really have those words right now, but just know that we're entirely behind you.
I inspired
And-
you, really? Really?
I'll even add to the show by like acting out the whole scene with the swords and the like throwing myself back since I can like long jump and stuff
Frill.
and like
Frill, I am pretty amazing. And that is usually enough to inspire people, but it just wasn't in this case. I don't understand that mouse. But you can light the fire underneath Lucy like no one else can. So if anybody can inspire these uppity birds, and it's going to be you.
Yeah, I would say with that, he feels reinvigorated and he's like pulling out all of his like instruments and stuff to put on like a full display of what's happening, like a whole performance. He does voices, he like acts around and flips around and all this stuff, like shooting off little cantrips or whatever with his minor illusion, and it's like
I
a
feel
whole
like
thing.
this is really calling for a performance check that I wasn't going to ask for until you just did that. So
Oh,
let's have
now
it.
I'm scared to roll.
Performance, but listen, you have an extra D4 for Gallus inspiration.
And I'll give you advantage for your explanation of this.
Come on.
Oh boy, add your D4.
Right. That's what he's here for.
24.
He can't work, but he
24!
can't perform.
At the start of your explanation of this, they're all like half asleep and like kind of rubbing their eyes. By the end, they're all sitting on the edge of their seat, watching this spectacle go down of you retelling the story. None of them have heard of something like this before. The only thought that they have is maybe some sort of elemental, but they don't know too much about it. Bida says, "Well, we don't know a whole lot about this, but uh, um, who would, who would, maybe if you could travel to the avium, the highest form of studying and knowledge and research has been done there. They have centuries old books that may have information on this subject. Perhaps their answers could lie there."
I don't think we need a book on smells and taste and touching.
What?
What?
Sensory books. We don't need those.
Oh, geez. Centuries.
Oh.
Cherries.
Oh, sorry. Woody has an 8 intelligence. I'm allowed to play that sometimes.
The avium. You have probably heard of it, but none of you have probably ever been there. It's more of an arcane sort of study, place of arcane study. Not really that actually far from Alderheart, but is well renowned for knowledge of the region and the history of Humblewood, and any information that might be gleaned would probably be found there.
Could we maybe have a contact name there, please?
Oh, yes, of course.
Someone we could maybe speak to.
Headmaster? The dean's name is Dean Winsworth. He's a let me see what race he is.
Rusty, this does not sound like a type of place that we're going to be welcome.
I can barely read, so
the dean's name.
we'll just do our best.
The dean's name is Gabriel Winsworth.
Can we call him Gabe?
Yes.
Good old Gabby.
He
knew him
likes
well.
Gabe.
Okay, we'll go find out what we can.
Yeah, sounds like a lead. Maybe.
Okay, perfect. Well, we're gonna double the guard and go back to bed.
Yeah. It won't matter if you double the guard. If this thing comes here, you're all going to die. We're all going to die.
Well, then we must make haste to find answers.
Take heart in the fact that you just saw the most amazing performance by our bard. Take that.
Yes. Do you have any merch?
Yeah, we have some friends. Maybe I could work something out. Oh.
They do give you a few names of a few of the professors there that may have knowledge in different parts. Like some maybe you can figure that out later. But some of the names they give you are Reese Birchwalker. The dean is Gabriel Winsworth. That's actually all. They give you those two names for now.
We should probably send someone out to the bandit camp to assemble support if we are going to be working with them as well. We're going to need all the
Keeping
help we
them
can get.
updated, that would be good. Agree.
Did you have someone in mind?
Yeah, how about old Toby or Todsworth or
Todsworth.
Taka Toodles? What is his name?
Not the note-taking type, I see.
The Luma.
Tavor?
What?
Tavor?
Is that it?
Yes.
Maybe Tavor could go. He's like a keeper.
Let me see.
He's like
Tavor.
He's like a neutral party.
Tavor agrees to go and speak with them if Havel will accompany him, and he talks Havel into agreeing, and they say they will both go. What do you want them to?
Tell the bandits they need to assemble their forces and move within striking distance of the scorched.
So to like set up a camp outside of the Scorched Grove or something along those lines?
Yeah, not in it and not too close.
Okay.
Maybe they can send out like some kind of scouts or something to track movement.
That we've started the
Fine.
negotiation process with the council and we need their help. And,
Also
give
that.
them the information.
We're going to
about where
find a
set
book
up.
that's going to tell us how to fix all this, I think. There are books.
You don't put the words "I think" into an invitation to call to arms.
There are books. There are books in the Ovum. It's Ovum?
Avium.
That too.
Okay, so you do know that the bandit fortress is quite far from the Scorched Grove, so it will take some time for all that to happen, but
Well,
Oh,
fortunately,
might take
we're
time for us to find a
sending.
book.
Somehow, I think there's no messenger pigeons.
you can put the wheels in motion if you'd like, yeah.
There's messenger people.
I feel like they make messenger mice.
Okay.
All right. Are you heading out to the Avium tonight, or do you want to do it in the morning?
Where is it?
Are you guys on the map?
I could
Yeah.
be, yes.
So you're at Alderhart. The Avium is right here.
Okay.
You could travel by the path there, and
Which
go.
looks like
I
the
know
longer way around.
I know we're all tired, but I think we should go right away.
Or you could travel directly through the forest and cut through. It's about half the time.
It's full of
I was
bandits.
gonna say,
Through the
are we? The bandits are all off the roads.
Yes, in the forest.
No, they're
Yep.
not banditing.
They're not banditing?
Yes, they agreed to stop banditing.
Oh, that's right.
Rusty, you actually would know some back road paths through the forest if you wanted to come forward with that information.
Yeah, we should definitely take that way if we're have to leave right now.
Yeah, I was gonna.
You do have the
That-
ability to like
That
bandit.
road that goes around the forest is gonna take us forever.
It's a very nice road, though. Smooth and easy on the feet.
What do you care? You always try to ride in the cart.
On a road. You can't take a cart.
You'll get over it.
Suck it up, Buttercup. Let's go.
What is a buttercup?
There are more important things than your tender
You
little
do
feet,
have,
okay?
like,
Okay, listen, Frill, don't yell at me. I stood up for you.
You did, and I appreciate that. You are my friend. But you're also going to have to learn some hard lessons. Suck it up. Let us go.
Fine,
Jasmine, can you link
I
me
like this
the-
version of Frill.
Can you
fine.
link me the version of that bandit ability you have in your character sheet? Or just tell me what it does?
Cross country we go. So we have an inspiration that was given out to Rusty.
Ooh.
And some jerk gave me disadvantage on my next roll.
Oh no.
I'm the rooster everyone loves to hate.
Oh.
Did you find that, Jasmine? No. But
As someone who once assisted in countless highway robberies, you are familiar with the roads of the woods and escape paths used by bandits. When you are not in combat, you and companions you lead can travel between locations that cut through forested areas twice as fast as your speed would normally allow.
oh, it's even better than I thought. Okay.
Sweet.
So is that what we're doing? We're cutting through the forest?
Yes, twice as fast.
Okay. Are you going to lead the way, obviously, with your ability? Anything anyone wants to do before you take off?
I tell Frill that I don't really trust Rusty, but this seems particularly advantageous.
Do I overhear that?
I am not worried. Rusty has proven to be a friend time and time and time again.
That's the way it works until they're not.
Well, until there is a reason for me to distrust someone, I will put trust in them.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to allow it.
Heading out then?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So probably traveling by torchlight, I'm assuming, because only, I think only Rusty has night vision.
I'm actually going to cast the spell cantrip on my sword and keep it out while we walk.
Okay.
Because I have that now.
Okay, Rusty, I would like you to make a survival check as you lead the group through the forest. You actually have advantage because of Artemis. So that one is not a 1.
Yeah, what is
That's
with these
17. Okay, and could you roll me a d6?
I have a second disadvantage.
5.
Oh, buddy.
Okay. Traveling through the forest, at one point you come to the bones of a giant elk, picked clean and growing moss. Can anybody wants to make a nature check here? Yeah, I got one taker. Anybody else?
I'm rolling, but I have disadvantage on it because of someone.
You're just getting one of your disadvantages out of the way. Okay, 12, 9. Okay. Yeah, it just looks like a big
I got a
dead
2.
elk. It looks like a big dead elk. But it has been picked clean. So it's just the bones. It's hard to tell how old it is, or like everybody basically shit the bed on nature rolls.
How big is the skull? Could I make a helmet out of it?
Yeah.
Would I have like a helmet with a rack?
Oh my god.
If you could, yeah, if it takes some time, you could probably turn it into a helmet.
Hawk with a rack.
I ask if anybody would be willing to carry that for me.
No.
You did boost me up. I will take this burden.
I'm very pleased with Frill carrying it for me. I look very happy with that.
The head of the giant elk stinks. Like, it has
Oh,
not been cleaned.
never mind. No, I don't ask Frill to do that. That would be inappropriate.
I rolled a 15. I don't see anything.
Nope. Do you want to know the
I'm
details?
sure everything's fine. Keep moving. It's dark.
Okay. The rest of the journey is actually uneventful as you exit the forest over here behind the avium. And let me give you a description here. It is a remarkable structure as you approach it from the back. There are 4 gigantic circular stone platforms float alongside several towers and spires in the air above you. Let me actually switch you over on the first as I describe this. Here.
Oh,
Whoa! This is such a
wow.
cool place.
That's so cool. I want to live here.
I was just gonna say that. I want to live here.
So 4 circular stone platforms float alongside several towers and spires in the air above you. These structures slowly rotate around a leafless and branchless tree trunk made from solid stone. The trunk towers hundreds of feet high, and the orbiting structures appear to connect to stone bridges which jut out of the trunk near its upper levels. You see 2 perch guards in watch posts above the entryway. They greet you, and moments later, a robed, bespectacled raptor glides down to land at your feet. So we're down here at the trunk. This is a raptor, so like a falcon type creature, wearing a very sparkly green robe. She explains to you that the dean is expecting you, and would like to lead you to the central gate.
Wonderful.
She introduced herself as Riss Birchwalker, and she hands you all an amulet with the avium's crest upon it, and pulls them out of her robes, and then leads you towards the entrance. And she says that these will grant you limited access to different areas of the avium.
So beautiful.
Excellent.
And leads you to the front door with a heavy creak. The doors part, revealing an interior lounge. A main desk sits near the far wall, behind which a scribe is busy toddling with piles of paper. Several chairs and couches are situated around the circular tables throughout the room, which is lit comfortably by floating braziers containing magical flames. Portraits of wizened birdfolk hang from the walls, each one wearing robes similar to those of your attendant. Behind the main desk, there's a spiral staircase that is flanked by a pair of large birdfolk statues, one of which bears the likeness of a corvum, whose portrait hangs on the west wall. Opposite the staircase, a circular platform rests on its own cylindrical alcove. The professor leads you onto the circular platform, utters an incantation, and causes the entire disc to rise from the ground, propelling the group upwards through the tree trunk. A few windows occasionally zip by on the way up, showing glimpses of the wood, although at night, so a little hard to see. So it's kind of hard to tell how high you're traveling, but the platform stops about halfway up the structure, in your estimation, and you find yourself in an area next to a busy atrium. Following Professor Birchwalker, you arrive at the door to what appears to be the dean's office. And she says, any questions before we enter?
I mean, there are a
Yeah.
lot of questions, but we have a very specific task that we probably should try to.
Yes, I was told that you were coming and that you would need to speak to the dean, and that it was of the utmost importance. So that's why I just kind of whisked you right up here. But any general questions about the avium I could answer before you see the dean if you'd like, or if you'd like, we could just go in now.
Lucy's so in awe of the structure that she's just dumbfounded.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Maybe I could, as I was going to describe them to you anyways, I would say that she will describe the different platforms on the tree for you, just so you know what the different. I don't know if they're numbered on your map. Are they numbered on your map? No.
Mhm.
Okay. So one would be where's one? Like the central building here, right in the middle of the tree. It's mostly lecture halls, a dining hall, and an infirmary. Two here and here and here are terrariums. They're structures with bowl-shaped bottoms with mostly flat surfaces. They're connected by magical spherical fields, which allow matter to pass through, but are designed to shield and contain magical blasts. So basically, they're just atriums or terrariums. The towers here, which kind of float off, They're between 40 and 80 feet across. They do look like they're older structures. Some of them house libraries, some small classrooms on kind of more niche subjects, she tells you. Other towers contain laboratories for practicing spellcraft or testing established arcane theorems and brewing potions. The dean's office, which is where you are now standing outside of, is number 4 right up here. It's just, I'll describe it when you go in. 5, which is here, they're kind of in between the office and the front door. These are generally dormitories in this area, as there are a lot of students that actually live here. And the way down at the bottom, she describes that there is the lower library, which consists of a rooms and quarters shaped into the stone roots. Unlike many of the classrooms in the central building, which have been remodeled, much of the lower library changed since the days of the avium's founding. It contains the most dangerous and rare books in the avium, and only high-ranking facility members and a few special researchers are privy to the contents. And there are like little libraries all over the place in here as well, but the main library is down in. So hopefully that answers any questions about the buildings that you may have had. Are we prepared to meet the dean?
I have a quick question. Do we notice if it's just like bird folk that are here, or is it all
No,
kinds of folk?
there are humble folk as well.
Cool. Okay.
But you will not see a painting of a humble folk anywhere.
I didn't think so.
Yeah.
There are humble
Look,
folks.
would you guys just like... Oh. Can't we all just get
Yes.
along? You're always
she's about,
judging, Mouse. You're always judging.
Right this way, Gabe is expecting you, and she
Walk
opens
a
the door.
mile in my fuzzy little feet, my friend. Walk a mile.
You and your companions enter into a round stone office. It is surrounded on all sides by windows, which several spires and large circular terrariums can be observed floating by slowly. So the terrariums are actually moving around the tree.
Oh,
And you would assume that all of the buildings actually kind of like circle around this tree very slowly. Kind of Harry Potter-esque. You'll see like the platforms will like move, like come in, and then the building will move a bit, and then the platform will go back out. And
Oh,
then,
that's cool.
like
Yeah, that's
students
neat.
have to like learn the timing of the platforms. Otherwise, they could end up being like late for classes and stuff like that if they miss when the bridge goes out. That's more for the humble folk, whereas the bird folk just fly across.
Aren't any casualties? Are there
Um,
running? Are there?
There are many tables inside this office filled in with disorganized piles of books, and the desk is in a similar state of disorder. A sable luma peeks up over the books. Oh, please excuse me, I'm reviewing a few hundred theses of my students. Excellent work, but one does tend to lose track of time. I'm terribly sorry. This luma is Gabe Winsworth, and he apologizes profusely for the mess. Please, come in.
Well,
Have a seat. We'll have some. He has someone bring over some tea, and they pour it out for all of you, if you'd like. He says, "So, I'll cut right to the chase. I was told you were coming here to do some research. I've gotten some messages from the council. I'm eager to help you find whatever you need to stop this, whatever it may be."
do you have
Maybe.
anywhere that we could start? Perhaps do you know of anything that relates to what we have seen?
Oh no, we can't swear. Okay.
Did we get a no curse dropped on us?
Mm-hmm.
From Artemis.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
That's good that I have this very nice man. I am right.
So
He's very nice.
we got 10 minutes of no cursing.
Okay.
I'm setting
He
the
says,
timer.
"Well,
Great.
perhaps if you could tell me a little about. I was only told you were coming, not what you know. You could tell me a little bit about. Maybe I could help guide you where to start."
Yes. And then Phil just does his whole performance all over again.
Roll.
I'll put in the sword flays.
I
and
do
the
not pep
backflips.
talk this time.
It is not needed.
All right, 19. Okay.
Lucy getting
So
some
you're gonna
inspiration.
lore dump him,
Yeah.
basically. So we don't need to role play you lore dumping him. You're gonna tell him everything that happened.
Yeah.
Like, describe the
Just
creature.
through song and dance and performance and voices and
Puppets.
Okay. He says, "Oh my. Well, you won't find information on something that old and powerful in just any library. Thankfully, the avium was built upon the greatest store of knowledge in all of Humblewood, literally. Beneath the main building, the oldest structure here, a library with a collection of tomes, folios, and manuscripts gathered from all over Everden. With any luck, that's where you'll find what you're looking for. Now, a disclaimer. Some of the tomes are a little deadly. But worry not, our librarians are experts. They'll help point you in the right direction while steering you clear of the more advanced material."
How is a book deadly?
yeah, when you say deadly, do you mean it just has the kind of knowledge that one can use as a metaphorical weapon, or does it actually like have teeth, the book?
No, they could quite literally explode.
Why?
It's happened before.
Who makes a book like that?
Well, these are very old and
This
not,
is
not.
this is why I didn't learn to
Very
read properly.
Well, you might be in luck then. Well, here is he hands you another aim. This one will give you access to go down into the lower reaches. I just ripped my book, and
I hope it didn't explode.
Better than your pants.
I just ripped my book.
Oh no!
No, that
Is it a bad rip?
Page 140 has a decent rip in it. Yes. Yes. You could go down to the lower level and see Professor Mordain. He oversees the Great Library. You show him this amulet, you will have access, and he will help you find perhaps what you're looking for. You are free to wander about the avium as you see fit. You are to be given quarters, as I assume this research could take quite some time. So quarters have been prepared for you. You may use your amulet also at the dining hall to get any meals for free you would like. At the cafeteria.
I know somebody's getting waffles. Anyway,
Does that include drinks?
Oh, of course.
Thank you.
I don't think it's the type of drinks you're thinking.
Why do you have to be a downer like that?
Should any of you be practitioners of the arcane arts, there
Nope.
are some classes that you could take well here if you have the time that may be beneficial for you.
Well,
But
if
that
they're
being
going to
said,
be
it is late. It is past my bedtime. Maybe we will reconvene in the morning, tomorrow afternoon. Maybe you could tell me some of your findings.
Very well. Well, thank you so much for your time and the resources. We do appreciate this.
Oh, anything for the council. Moby Morning Glory is a good friend of mine.
Don't say it. Just let that go. I'm looking at the mouse.
I said nothing.
Is the raptor going to guide us back down?
The raptor will, if you'd like, an escort to the. If you want to go down to the lower library, you guys could just go to bed if you want. It is night, but the school runs 24/7.
The raptor just seemed very talented.
Oh my!
That's pretty good.
All right.
Okay,
what
maybe
would
we
you
will take a. Wait, I'm up for a nap.
Frill's gonna get straight to the books. Probably the sooner they try to find something, the better. So he's pretty like
Okay.
focused, or he's trying to be.
Okay, so Frill's gonna go down to the library. Anybody else?
Lucy's gonna take a nap first.
Okay. How about
If
Rusty
Frill's
and-
going, I feel bad. I'll go too.
Rusty, are you
It's
hitting
working.
the sack? You hitting the sack or hitting the books?
I want to look for a book on construction of big contraptions.
Like a Trebuchet.
I want to make something where we like dump a bunch of water in a specific area potentially, but I'm only one mop hawk, so I got to learn about this stuff.
You saying you want to build a water trebuchet?
Yeah, kind of.
Okay. All right.
That's
So
exciting.
Lucy, you're gonna go to bed?
Maybe we could build a water bomber.
You do know how to fly. Flying Mopok. If I'm seeing them all heading towards the library, I will head towards the library with them. But I'm
Okay.
not going to be looking very hard for information. I'm going to be like that jock in school that's sitting back and like falling asleep in their chair.
I'm gonna move you guys over to the library map.
I'm dumb. We can play cards or something while Frill finds stuff.
I'm just gonna show you guys what the library looks like. It's pretty cool.
I'm only coming strictly out of guild. True story.
Frill
Lucy is kind of too.
and Rusty. Oh, there you go. You guys come down these stairs. As you reach the bottom of a long and winding staircase, you emerge into a room filled with rows upon rows of large stone shelves, each containing several hundred books. Magical braziers illuminate the area, but their light strains to reach every nook between the large bookshelves. A swift Strigg sits behind a reading desk in the corner of the room. As you approach, he puts down his book and eyes you curiously. The defenders of Alderheart, I presume. Let me give you a photo of this guy because he's fantastic looking. See if I can get this up here.
I'm gonna flex when he does that. Says that.
Of course you will. You're
Player
basically
camera.
Gaston as a rooster.
There you go.
Oh,
Oh, he's so dapper.
what a
I'm
dapper,
roughly
gentle,
the size of
Yeah.
a barn.
dapper, gentle owl.
Oh, I don't trust this guy at all.
Oh
With
no,
the little glasses.
he's the Sean Connery of owls.
This guy is sketchy.
Welcome to my library.
Lovely to meet you. I am Mordain Swiftgale.
It's called Mordain Flat-Faced.
I've been. That's very rude, sir. I've been instructed to help you find whatever you need. Well, the request came directly from the dean. I fear that. I hope you don't mess anything up.
Maybe you could help us.
I certainly could.
Then we won't mess things up.
All right. Well, you tell me where I could maybe point you in the right direction. The library is quite vast.
Do you have a moment? Because we do have a stage show for this.
You gonna do the stage show again for him?
No, I don't think it's appropriate to do the stage show in the middle of the library.
I
Yeah.
do it very quietly. I do, the like low
Um,
impact version.
Do we have like a Cole's Notes, like a short form?
A Cliff's Notes.
A Cliff's Notes? We call them Cole's Notes in Canada.
Look
Oh,
at
wow.
my beak. That is very small, and my glasses are very small. Look how cute I am.
Did that bird just blink?
Maybe.
I'm losing my mind here.
What, the photo?
Yeah.
No, I don't think it did.
The
Oh,
photo did not blink.
We're allowed to swear again.
I made it.
We did
so you give him the rundown, and he's like sort of like nodding off as you're like giving him the rundown, not the full stage show, but like the Coles notes or the Spark notes version of it.
It is more like Birdhaven.
Yeah. Well, broadly, what you've described fits more into 4 categories, I'd say. Perhaps the Scorched Grove, the Great Calamity, elemental creatures, and conjuration magic, I would assume.
Well,
The Great Calamity. What's that?
That's what created the Scorched Grove.
Okay.
We've been through that, but you've forgotten about it, so it's fine.
I have an 8 intelligence. Go punt.
So is there
Inspiration to Rusty?
point you in, what?
I
Oh.
ignore him. Sometimes he says words that make no sense whatsoever.
Let's try the Calamity.
Okay. Well, as a group, we're all going to study one subject. Is that?
Well, we
the
were
plan?
told the books could attack us down here.
Oh, well, yes, that's possible.
Like to
Lucy
look
is
into the conjuration.
Lucy is
I would
very
say-
dumbfounded by the fact that she's never been like. She's
Just-
scared of owls.
Treat the books with the respect you would treat one another.
Lucy's in
Oh,
trouble.
shit.
That's the best way to say that, actually.
Maybe I'll just stay here.
And might I remind you, although I feel like I do not need to, that no book shall be removed from the library. And she looks right at Rusty.
Sorry, are you racially profiling my friend?
Yes,
What is that?
Straight up.
yes,
yeah.
I am.
I think it tracks.
Well, let it be known you are a very rude person.
Even a place of learning is not safe.
Well, I've had some experiences in the past where people have tried to steal some things from down here. So the security must be tight.
And were they all humble folk?
Yes.
Sure about that.
Roll insight. Is he telling the truth?
Yeah, roll insight.
Like-
How big was the bird folk that sat on this guy's face? That's what I want to know.
It's not that flat.
He's a owl. That's normal. I like how his
yeah,
feathers
you,
make it look like a mustache.
You think he believes what he's saying?
So he's an asshole.
Just point us where we need, and
You know, I thought you were very handsome until you opened your beak. And Lucy's gonna storm off towards the
I pat him on his shoulder because she says that to me all the time too.
Seems I took a wrong turn.
not the elemental, but the one right after that you mentioned.
The Calamity?
Scorch Grove, Great Calamity, elemental creatures, or conjuration.
The conjuration magic.
yeah,
Okay.
that's what I want to look up.
Oh, that's
Okay,
where
so
you're
it-
gonna go? If you're gonna
Yeah.
go there, then I'm gonna go to the elementals, because there's
It just
4 of
takes
them and there's 4 of
time.
us.
It just takes time to research these things. It's not a skill check. It's just how long it's going to take you to maybe try and sift
Okay.
through these books. To find
Okay,
what
I'll
you're
go
looking
read
for.
up on the Calamity, and Rusty can go and steal the Scorched Grove stuff.
You're gonna read up on the calamity that you forgot even happened?
That's probably.
I
Bird
don't even
folk
acknowledge
smarter
that that
than
was
us.
just said to me. I walk towards the
Bird
Calamity
folk
book.
are smarter than the humble folk.
Alright.
Lucy's just
Uh,
mumbling
Do
to
you know what,
herself as she
Mouse?
walks
You need
down
a
an aisle.
nap. You need a nap.
Okay, I'll start with Rusty. Rusty, sorry, you wanted to research what? Not what they told you to. You wanted to research a trebuchet that throws water.
Yeah, I want to look at some books about building like giant assault weapons.
War machines.
Yeah.
War
Okay,
machines.
That was not in my plan, so I'm going to say that's down here somewhere. As you look through, like, I almost want to say like
That's gonna make the owl trust us even more.
yeah. I would say you're probably looking through like engineering textbooks and that sort of thing for like drawings of like siege weaponry that sort of thing.
Yeah, I can't read the best, but I can look at the pictures. The pictures are what I need to see here.
You're
What do you
flipping
need?
through these ancient tomes looking for drawings, like Da Vinci style drawings of like war machines.
Yes,
Okay,
I can
well,
put it together from a drawing. The words funny.
Alright,
I
well-
don't know what a
She
big
wants-
one is.
She wants the IKEA furniture instructions.
All right, why don't you give me a just give me an intelligence check?
Rusty's like, it says something
Sorry,
about the
he-
high ground.
He finds a copy of The Art of War down here. It's that.
The Kama Sutra.
Where are you? Where do we roll? That's pretty good. I'm gonna say you find a few books that you think will be useful in helping you construct such a siege weaponry. Should you be interested in doing so at some point?
Do they at least have a Xerox?
Magical Xerox? No.
They have a hummingbird that writes really fast.
Just trace.
And Rusty, with that roll, it takes you the rest of the night looking through books to find what you find. So when you do go to create, if you want to create something like that, I'm going to give you advantage on the tab. Okay. Woody, what were you looking for?
I forgot.
Okay.
The Calamity. The Calamity!
Okay, the Calamity.
So glad we brought you.
Way down here, my friend.
Oh,
Oh
just
no,
went
everything is
dark.
dark. Woody, no, the light.
Oh, sorry. Hold on. Let me put the map into daylight.
I am the light.
Actually, there wouldn't be daylight mode. There would be just like little torches everywhere.
But you can put it on daylight mode and it'll be fine.
How's that?
Let us see the map.
Fine. But I took so long, like, blocking it out.
No, daylight mode will still block it out.
Oh, okay.
It'll only show you the corridors still.
How's that?
And the Dawn Mother looked down upon the earth and she said, "Let there be light!"
Woody, give me an intelligence check.
No. I will make that intelligence check, and I am at disadvantage for my second disadvantage that was given to me.
You were given a inspiration too. Can you burn it
Oh,
to
also-
cancel it out?
I forgot to zoom in on.
Oh, I'll just take my punishment. I'll just take my punishment. 6.
Okay. So there's very little work of substance on the Great Calamity, as numerous books addressing the subject resort to legend more than truth.
Can we just say that, like, I misspelt calamity and I'm reading about colostomies?
The Great Colostomy.
These books are just full of shit.
It was a really shitty situation.
The books that do attempt historical study on the event note that relative lack of credible living witnesses. In terms of overall scope, there's a wealth of material written about the calamity, although the information is unfocused and spread across many books. It could take you quite a while to get through these. Regardless, though, you do find one interesting passage. Now, how interesting that is to you, I don't know, but the passage you find says, regardless of the origin of the calamity, whether or not the rumors of an elder elemental being hold any truth to them, a magical event of incredible significance is almost certain to have taken place. The calling of such elemental energies, whether through evocation or conjuration, would require a mage of unparalleled skill or an entity of unfathomable force or power. There is then a page missing right after that it looks like it has been ripped out of the book.
Dun dun dun.
Okay, I think that seems important, so I'm going to grab something around and use it as a bookmark.
Okay.
Maybe a candle would work.
Okay, sure. So, of all these tomes, you found this one that seems to have more information, but it seems that a page is missing. Let's see here, Luce. I know everyone came here for the Scooby-Doo library mystery.
That's exactly right. It takes me too long to find these buttons.
All right, Jazzy, what were you researching?
I was gonna look into the conjuration magic.
Conjuration magic. Let's put you down here.
I am officially an Eldritch Knight now, by the way.
Oh,
What?
congratulations.
That's fun.
That
All right,
I
can you
did
give me
not
an
see that
intelligence
coming.
roll?
I like to keep you on your toes, Rooster.
All right, Mouse, give me an intelligence check.
Of what flavor? Just
Of
straight
intelligence.
intelligence?
Yep.
Okay.
This is a pretty broad topic you're researching. Oh, that was totally a 2. Okay, 18
No.
or 17.
It wasn't a 2 though.
Yes, pretty broad category, but you've pared it down
Step
on
into Wix.
tomes of elemental summoning. It takes you some time to sift through them, but anything as big as the aspect that you saw would require huge amounts of energy to seal. It would take tremendous effort on the part of a creature, even one as powerful as the aspect that you've seen, to break free. This likely couldn't have been done without the seal being weakened by some outside force, is what you gleaned. A large conjuration circle would be needed in order to seal away anything as massive as the aspect of fire. The circle may become obscured over time, but impossible for the aspect to have kept dormant all this time without it. And that's what you find. And Frill, what were you researching?
I should probably look up about elementals, because that
Elemental
was a
creatures.
topic, right?
Alrighty. A more fairly straightforward avenue of research. It holds a wealth of tomes on elemental creatures. However, elements the size seen in the grove comprise a narrow field of study. So could you make a intelligence check, please?
I'm gonna use my inspiration on that one.
Okie dokie.
Think that's a good idea.
How many ones can you roll?
You
I
find a
don't
book.
know. Roll20 does not like me.
Some
Okay.
people have just like cursed digital dice.
Dude, yeah.
15, okay. Yeah, it is pretty broad. And it's one of the topics here to research. The most important thing you find is that elementals the size of what you're talking about are normally elder elementals, incredibly powerful beings that reshape the lands in which they live through their sheer presence. These beings would require advanced conjuration magic to summon. Many elder elementals have the traits of one or two elementals working in concert. Stories from across Humblewood tell of a fire and earth elemental who may have been involved in the calamity that birthed the Scorch Grove. You also find a particularly interesting passage that says elemental creatures composed of fire that also possess earth elemental traits tend to be incredibly strong and durable and do not appear to retain their vulnerability to cold type magics. However, cold type magic should theoretically be able to blank 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 as the page is ripped out.
What do I'm going to have to talk to that.
And actually, with your roll
Is
on
there
that,
any way to tell if the rips are recent? Or are there signs of aging on the little stubs of paper? Because
Oh, are they like clean rips? Are they like claws? Or
they are not like perfectly clean rips. They are a little like kind of jagged, right? Like it looks like they were maybe torn out hastily. You do find another passage actually that said elder elementals have strong connections to the energy of their aspected element. This connection can be so strong that blank 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 missing page.
Do you guys convey the missing pages and stuff to us?
probably make a ruckus like, there's a missing page here. You said you took good care of your books.
So are you speaking to Morning?
Yes.
So you're going up to talk to Morning. I'm just gonna move you here.
I'm going to show him my book too. I come out and go, hey, I got a page missing as well.
Okay, so everyone's moving up to where Morning was. Is that kind of what's happening?
Yes, please.
Okay.
And not having any idea what they found, I'm gonna kind of come out like
I can move you up there, Jasmine. Oh, never mind. You can see it.
I'm gonna come out like scratching my head, like, yeah, this kind of talks about how it's like super hard or something to like summon something like we saw, and you know, like it should be contained. But clearly, the summoning circle was broken for it to be like running around rampant like this.
My book, the Calamity said that if like something caused the summoning, it was a very powerful spellcaster. So maybe we need to figure out who the most powerful spellcaster in the area is and kill them.
Returning to the main lobby, Mordain is not actually there at the moment. It's been hours you guys have been researching, probably up to 5 to 6 hours. So
we got to be exhausted.
You're not really sure how long he's been gone. You're not really sure how long it's been because you're just in this kind of like dimly lit library. You're all probably getting close to being exhausted at this point. But Mordain is not there. However, as you all kind of reconvene in like the main area here, talking about maybe what you've each learned. I don't know if Rusty tells you about his trebuchet made out of water that he wants to make. But you're all
Rusty,
talking about.
You were supposed to be reading about the Scorched Grove.
What now?
Why are you telling us about war machines?
Because they're interesting and they have fun pictures.
But you were supposed to read about the Scorched Grove.
I don't remember getting that stick. Sorry.
And Jeremy, or Woody rather, could you roll me a perception check, Woody, as you're talking to Rusty?
Is there maybe a feather in the ript? Like an old owl feather? Hold on.
Disadvantage. And I'd like Lucy to
It's
make
not.
that
It's
roll.
not disadvantage. It's not disadvantage.
So it's still 7.
Can I? I'm gonna use one of my inspirations.
Okay.
Do you want me to
Lucy,
re-roll, or can I take the 22?
Yeah, we can take the 22.
I'll take it. I'll buy that for $1.
And you want me to roll something too?
Perception as well, and Frill. And actually, Rusty, give me one as well as you're looking at Woody. Everybody give me a perception check if you have it. Basically is what I'm getting.
At Woody?
Lucy, okay.
I am burning my inspiration as well.
Okay. Okay.
God damn it.
Lucy, open your eyes. You're falling asleep. You're standing up and falling asleep.
You should probably all be at disadvantage at this point, but that's okay. Rusty
I was in a really
Frill,
bad fight recently, and my tail is still splinted.
Lucy doesn't notice. Woody, as you're looking at Rusty, and Rusty, as you're looking at Woody, the lights kind of like flicker as they do, just like sort of like slowly in here. They've been flickering the whole time a little bit because they're like continual flames. They're supposed to look like candles. They kind of, flicker back and forth. But you notice that as you're looking at Woody and as you're looking at Rusty, Woody,
and I look at you.
You notice that neither of you have a shadow. Neither of you are producing a shadow anymore.
What?
Who didn't notice? Lucy didn't notice. Frill, you notice that nobody seems to have a shadow anymore.
It's just good
I
lighting
very
in
cautiously look at the ceiling.
So you're looking at
the ceiling.
Okay, you look up and it's the ceiling.
It's just good lighting in here.
Don't think that is.
I don't think there's anything to be alarmed about.
There's shadows going on.
Floor looks really comfy.
I don't think I have anything for this.
And as that happens, I would like everyone to roll initiative, except... Actually, no. Everybody roll initiative first.
Initiative?
Oh,
Yes, please.
jeez.
Dude, oh, yeah. Oh, geez, we're in a library.
Well, apparently our shadows came to life.
Oh, my God. There's more shadows than there are us. How can that be? It's mathematic. It's physically impossible. Science!
There could be shadows of other things.
There you go. There you go. And I kind of lost my head. Did that go? Why did I roll twice?
Oh, I need to actually roll.
Roll initiative.
Roll initiative. Roll initiative.
Roll initiative. Roll initiative.
Artemis like, I called it. I called it. Okay, so we're gonna we're gonna take our break for 5. We'll just do that before we get into this.
Okay.
Oh, Frill has initiative again.
We'll be right back, everybody. Hold on to your butts.
So after an exhausting night of studying, the characters noticed that none of you were casting a shadow anymore. And as everyone kind of noticed that, the shadows reached out to grab you. Rusty is the first to react, as there's a shadow right behind you of yourself trying to grab you.
Rusty has an inspiration as well.
Lucy, being the only person that failed the perception check, you are going to be surprised this round, so you won't get to act on the first round.
Fabulous.
Yeah. You're a little tired. It's okay. All right, go ahead, Rusty. What would you like to do?
I'm still on painkillers from my broken tail.
Oh.
There's a little bandage wrapped around it. A little bent. Unfortunately, I didn't have like shadow versions of all your tokens, so it just says shadow.
I scream and then steady aim and use my rapier on my own shadow.
Okay. You would technically. Oh no, your steady aim gives you advantage, right? Yes, that hits. It's just a regular rapier, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you roll the sneak attack damage because you have advantage? It didn't roll, so maybe just roll to 2d6 or whatever it is. There we go. So 6, so 16 damage. Okay.
Ooh, Rusty.
Your rapier like passes through your shadow, and it kind of like swirls around a bit and dissipates. But it looks like you rapiered it, but it's still there looking at you. Woody?
I call for the Dawn Mother in this time of need, and I'm going to use my Channel Divinity to do a Radiance of the Dawn.
Alrighty.
It hits all enemies within 30 feet of me.
Okay.
They have to make a saving throw.
I'm assuming that's going to be all of them.
Let me check what kind of save. Constitution. Constitution saving throw.
What kind of damage is it?
Radiant.
Okay. So the one on Rusty, I'll start there because it's injured. Okay, it passes. The other 3.
The DC is 13.
Okay. Well, 2 of them fail. Okay, roll the damage.
So they all take damage, just if they made their save, they take half.
Right. Yep.
So 14 damage and half would be 7. And it's radiant if that matters.
Okay. So 7. And okay.
And then as my bonus action, I'm going to cast Spirit Weapon.
Okay.
Ooh, yeah.
And I'm going to
Yeah.
I'm going to attack the one right in front of me with that.
Alrighty, go ahead.
A 10.
That does not hit.
Mm.
And what kind of damage does that do?
Force.
Is it?
Force.
Okay. So that doesn't hit, but good to know. Lucy, you don't get to do anything. Surprised.
My eyes are still closed.
Yeah. You're just like, "Oh." Rusty, the shadow behind you, reaches out to grab you. Does a 15 hit?
No.
Okay. Lucy. I don't think surprise gives it, so it's going to attack. Lucy. A 10 does not hit. Frill. This one tries to grab you. I'm gonna hit somebody.
No, thank you.
23.
Oh boy. As long as
Okay.
you are gentle, please, please.
It hits you for 11 necrotic damage,
Did not seem very gentle.
and I gotta roll d4 here. It reduces your strength by 3.
Ouch.
What? I'm
Shadows
already
do
at
that.
-1. That's not good.
Woody. This one tries to grab you.
Oh, wow.
It looks like we had an inspiration redeemed for Rusty and another disadvantage redeemed for Woody.
Uh, everybody has it out for you, Jeremy. Does an 18 hit you, sir? You're muted. You're muted.
You're muted.
And you're,
Yeah,
you're yelling.
I'm muted. I'm muted. I'm going to cast Warding Flare, so you have to re-roll to hit me.
Okay. Is it a reaction?
Yes, it is.
Okay. How about a 14?
No, that does not hit.
Okay.
The Dawn Mother's Light
Uh,
protects me.
So it just like a flare goes off, and this like black shadow just kind of recoils from you.
That's right.
Okay, and it misses its attack.
And I
Frill, you're up.
insult its mother.
Which is kind of weird because it looks like your mother. It looks like you, so you're really insulting your
It
own
looks
mother.
like my mother?
Well, it looks like you, so you're insulting your own mother.
Your
That's
mom.
fine. Frill, what would you like to do?
It's my mom.
Great question.
What is with
I...
the hate on my character?
Oh gosh.
It's
Are
all the
these
Probably
bad
'cause you're a
jokes.
rooster.
Uh-oh.
I will attempt to. I don't know if this will work.
You know, every time you go like this, your little waddles are like,
Can you guys see my attack rolls, or are they like hidden from you?
no,
I wasn't
You
able
see them?
to.
we're not
see
seeing
it.
them tonight.
Oh, weird.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm cheating.
I'll attempt to cast Dissonant Whispers on the
Okey-dokey.
one that attacked me, because that was not great.
Ready?
Oops.
What is the save there? Spell save 13.
Get him, Frill.
What type of save is it? It's not telling me what the type of save is.
Wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Oh, I'm sure these things are very wise.
It's what I'm hoping they're not.
Wisdom. Rolled an 8.
Great. That's a fail.
Okay.
Okay. So that one's gonna take. This is gonna be psychic damage.
Psychic
Can I
damage.
click it
Okay.
here? Oh yeah. Okay.
11 psychic damage.
I'm just trying to
Yeah,
send like
so
bright, sunny, shining rays of light thoughts.
what do you whisper at it?
You're but a shadow. You are nothing. You are just a reflection of what the real things are. You, tease.
And it disappears.
Great. Oh, well, okay, that's all it took. Oh, he's like, oh, that wasn't even that insulting. That was pretty unoriginal, but I guess that worked. Okay.
All right. Did you want to move at all?
uh, can't really see what's going on, so I'm just gonna do a little dance to see if I can't see more. Great. Let's just hang out over here, I guess.
All right. Rusty.
Are there more of you?
The shadow. Are you a shadow? Yeah.
Are you a shadow?
I'm paranoid now.
I'm gonna steady aim again and try to stab it.
Oh, okay. 20 definitely hits it. Roll your sneak attack damage. I think you just have to click the box on.
Yes, I forget these things.
Okay. So 7, so the total is 12, halved is 6. Okay, it's still there. Your rapier kind of passes through it again. It does seem a little smaller, if that's comforting.
Inspiration to Sleepy Lucy.
Whoa, thank God.
Sleepy Lizzie, okay. Assuming you don't want to move?
I can't.
Okay. Oh, because you steady aim, right? What do you... Hi, Greedo.
Thanks, Teddy.
Did the radiant seem more effective?
It seemed effective.
Okay. Well, first of all,
Seemed more effective than a rapier.
Okay. First of all, I'm going to bring down my
Bring the hammer down.
Bring the sacred the spiritual weapon down. This is at disadvantage though. Thank you, Sunshine.
Ironic that sunshine would give you
disadvantages
disadvantage.
tonight.
Thank you for coming out and watching stream. Always a pleasure. Oh, yes!
Oh, yeah.
I rolled a 23 and a 21. I'm going to take the 21.
Okay, that hits.
9 force damage.
And it's force, yeah. Okay, it appears pretty effective against it.
That's right.
Is it dead?
Nope.
I'm going to move over here. Take the attack of opportunity.
Oh, would I ever.
So did the shadows. Apparently that works. You don't really have to put any effort into it at all.
You're the only one good at
23 to hit.
insulting things.
Yes, but as a reaction, I will warding flare. Dawn Mother's Light, protect me!
How many, is it like a times per day equal to your proficiency or something like that?
Yes.
Okay. 20?
You're an asshole. That still hit. Yes, go.
Plus 2. Eric, can we see those rolls now?
Yeah, it says 9.
Yes.
Okay, so it hits you for 9 necrotic damage. And I don't know if it's going to show you this roll. No. Reduces your strength by 2.
Yes. Great. Before I get
hiding those rolls.
before I get disadvantage on another roll, I am going to cast well, where the hell is it? It's not even on here anymore. What have you done to me? I'm going to cast Scorching Ray.
Alrighty.
There it is.
Targeting
1 on each of them.
1 on each. Okay, roll to hit.
First one. This will be the one that I moved away from.
Yep.
If it'll let me roll it.
And I'm assuming this is fire damage.
Yeah.
Okay. Roll to hit.
I don't know why it... Oh, that's the wrong spell. Hold on a second. Please stand by. I think maybe my thing is screwed up here. Oh yeah, it's substituting flaming sphere for scorching ray. So here,
You can just roll a d20 and add your to hit modifier.
yeah, I get plus 5. So d20 plus 5. Natural 20.
Okay.
Nice.
And does it have
don't-
fire resistance?
I don't think so. It does have fire resistance.
I am an elemental adept, and fire resistance does not work for for my fire spells.
Okay.
So he takes the full load.
You don't even have to roll.
Harder, daddy, indeed.
You don't even have to. You don't have to roll it. It dies.
Oh,
You
we're
can roll
rolling
if
it.
you want. Okay.
It's a lot of damage.
Why'd you roll that way? That's weird.
Because I've got this queued up for my next attack. Okay, second
Okay.
beam on the one by Rusty.
Yeah.
Missed.
Totally misses.
16.
16 to hit the third one. That hits.
Again, this ignores his fire resistance. He can't resist this.
Okay.
No, he can't.
On your knees.
9 damage on his knees.
The fire just like blasts a hole right through it, and it kind of like shrinks a little bit, and then like reforms.
What?
Wow.
Like it did damage. It looks like it did damage to it.
Rusty's shadow's tough as nails.
Maybe you have
That was
to.
the one
Maybe you can only
that was
kill
the
your
one
own
I-
shadow. Is my shadow back? I look behind me.
No.
Okay, my turn's done. Sorry for taking so long.
Lucy.
Well, with with all of Woody's shenanigans, I'm very awake now. And
You damn right.
damn right, I'm gonna go ahead and start swinging away at my own shadow. Ha ha! You cannot fool me. You are me. Blade
Sure.
of the Wood's gonna come out first. I'm not going to use its spiky ability.
Okay.
Because we're in very close quarters. I don't know why I rolled that first. Sorry.
Blade of the Wood, 22 definitely hits. Okay. Yep. That one you put the sword seems more effective than you saw Rusty doing with the rapier.
Nice. I'm very happy with that, so I will definitely follow up with my second hand.
Okay. This is magical as well.
It is magical, yes. That's not a very good
That
hit though.
does not
12.
hit.
Because I see how well it slices through that shadow, I'm actually gonna go ahead and action surge.
Okay.
And hit it again.
All right. Nope.
Did that
Wait a
actually
minute.
go?
Yeah, you rolled a 10.
My computer's like borking.
Your beautifully finely crafted sword with delicate etchings misses horribly.
My roll 20's like geeked out.
It's just frozen.
You've been
It's
cursed. It
frozen.
happens.
It was probably Artemis.
I waited the 10 minutes. I did not swear in the cursing hours.
I had a hard time for a minute there.
Oh no.
Hey, I'm Frill. Look at that.
I know. Did
Did you want us to roll a second attack for you?
Oh no, everything's frozen. Let me see.
Oh, there goes something. Yes, that hits and that kills that one.
Sweet. Now we can gang
Alright.
up on that one.
one shadow left. It's going to attack at Rusty. Rusty, your own shadow tries to grab you again. 13
No.
does not hit. This thing's at 1 hit point, so I'm just going to call it there because the 4 of you are going to attack. So I'm going to say that you're going to kill it before we get back around to
I'm
that.
gonna cast Fireball.
Okay, yeah, you use the resort. You can't cast.
No,
All right, the final.
not yet.
I'm going to say Frill comes over. She's muted at the moment, but she comes over and just stabs the last one, and it drops. As these shadows fall from you, they just kind of dissipate into the ground, and then you notice that your own kind of shadows return.
What kind of library shenanigans is that?
I know I'm on a lot of painkillers, but that was really trippy.
I haven't given you any painkillers. I've been giving you a placebo. It's all in your mind.
I definitely didn't get my pills from you. I've been getting them from a different guy.
Would you guys give me
My medications.
would you guys give me a perception check as you kind of like look around, like as the shadows disappear, and you're kind of like looking around, probably to see if there's more shadows.
We're going to find that owl and speed bagging him.
Rusty with a speed bag him with his flat face.
That's right.
Rusty with a 21 on perception. I'm gonna roll for Frill. Actually, if Rusty sees it, it's probably fine.
Did we lose Frill?
I'm not sure what's going on. It's all good.
I think
Woody
he just
with
had
an
to step away.
That's good enough. Rusty's gonna see it, and what do you do too? The two of you notice under the chair over here. You see a piece of parchment.
Parchment?
I see a little silhouette of a man.
Scaramouche, Scaramouche.
Will you do the fandango?
It just catches your eye for some reason, but when you pick it up, Rusty, I'll say you pick it up because you have the high perception roll here. You look at it and it's just kind of like a blank piece of paper, but there was something about it that caught your eye, but you're not sure what it was.
It looks sketchy. What do you got there, Rusty?
Could you roll me an Arcana check, Rusty?
Is it bandit correspondence?
But it's worth a shot.
This message will self-destruct.
+1. Yeah, you don't catch it.
Ryan can't make any more choices. Keisha is now the DM.
I love it.
There we go. Yeah, so Rusty has this like parchment. Something about it caught his eye, but he's looking at it and it just looks like a blank piece of paper. At about that, it's probably a couple minutes have gone by. Let me just move this gentleman back.
Do we think Owlface is the Dark Lord?
No. I mean, he doesn't have a nose, but no.
Professor Morgraine comes in from the stairwell. He comes down. And he looks around. You guys are all kind of like there's no real signs of combat or anything because you're hitting shadows and whatnot. But he comes down.
There might be a few burn marks.
Yeah, there's a couple burn marks. It's maybe the smell of sulfur in the air.
Does he have a shadow?
Yeah.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
He looks around. Oh, what's going on here? And he has like a bunch of like scrolls and like some books in his hand, like he's carrying a bunch of stuff as he's coming down the stairs.
Where did you go?
Where did I go? I left a while ago, but where did he go?
More importantly, where did the pages in these books go?
What books?
Yes, I'm complaining
Missing
about
pages? Someone vandalized the books?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. And don't you blame us humble folk, because it's the birds that found them.
No. Yeah. I was getting some terribly fragile evocation scrolls to a faraway section of the library, but I don't know what I missed. Let me see these books you speak of.
An insight check.
Okay. Go ahead.
Sight check.
Because I feel like we've just found Professor Snape.
Snape was a good guy.
24.
Yeah.
When does the like?
You think he's hiding something?
Yeah, I know. Probably in his
don't,
vent.
Search him.
But
I put a rubber glove on.
We wait for a quasar to come out of him.
he says, "Well, I was like he said, he was moving some evocation scrolls that are particularly dangerous. You had to move those, but
Maybe one that might have evoked elemental in the scorched plains.
certainly did not. If you're accusing me of something."
Who else was down here researching these types of things?
I'm gonna cast Zone of
Oh.
Truth.
Okay, interesting.
Hmm.
It's my new spell from going up a level.
Okay,
That was
hold
a
on.
good idea.
Just,
It's a great spell.
can you?
I actually
link
thought I
Zone-
was gonna have to use it in the Bird Council.
Can you
On your
link
own
Zone-
father?
On my own Faja.
On your own father?
You're not my father.
Could you link Zone of Truth for me?
Yes, sir. Spells, Zone of Truth, Zone of Truth, Zone of Truth, Zone of Truth. What? No, never mind. I thought I had Zone of Truth. I have Silence. Not going to work the same.
He says nothing.
I go, hey, I can cast. Ah, shit.
I didn't prepare that today.
Well, what's that page you're holding there, son? And he looks at Rusty. Says, "You didn't rip a page out, did you?
No, of course not.
Let me see that."
Maybe.
Don't give that to him.
I don't remember ripping a page out.
We found
Uh,
that under a chair. What kind of
uh,
library are you running down here?
Well, a very old one.
Mm.
Pages sometimes go missing, but these rips
Don't
are
just go missing out of a book.
these
They
rips
don't
are
jump out of a spine and fall
Somebody-
under a chair.
We found a bunch
Someone-
of books that were missing pages. This seems like a not well set up establishment.
Well, I am but one man, a curator of a giant collection. I'm certainly upset to hear that someone has vandalized my books. Let me
I
see
don't believe that it wasn't you yourself, mister.
that. I never vandalized.
Never
my
was.
Oh
books.
my.
He looks shocked and appalled that you would.
You can look shocked and appalled all you want, but until I get some answers about who's been down here researching the same things as us, I'm not leaving.
Yes, I have a ledger. Let me look. We keep track of all the comings and goings, of course.
Even of the shadows.
I know not of what you speak. And he walks towards the desk. At this point, Rusty, are you holding that paper still? The one you found?
If it's not cursed, yes.
So are you holding it or not?
Yes.
Okay.
You didn't say you gave it to any of us, so.
Anyone that wants to look, if Rusty lets you look, you can make an Arcana check on the paper.
I'll grab it from Rusty because I don't want this dude trying to take it.
Well, he's not reaching for that paper. He's going over to the desk to look at his ledger to see who's been down here.
I'm not good at Arcana though. But I'm metamousing.
Metamousing. 9 doesn't tell you anything, Frill.
We're just gonna pass it around like a note in school. Like,
Yeah,
why
have a
is
look
he
at
so
this.
interested in this?
So he doesn't notice what you guys are doing because he's kind of caught up in looking at his ledger. 13. Okay. That's nice. He starts flipping through his pages. Says, "Well, I don't keep track of who researches what exactly because there is, but only not a lot of people are allowed down here. The last person down here, I don't see people that often now that I think about it."
Get
And
to
he
it,
says,
flat face.
Yes. Professor Ravan was down here recently. I'm not sure what exactly he was studying, but
Professor who?
Ravan, he's a raven. Ravan,
Ray-Vans.
Korvax Ravan. Bit of an oddball, that
It's
one.
probably an anagram for
Does he wear
something.
sunglasses?
It's probably an anagram.
No.
Your
doesn't wear
name's Tom
sunglasses.
Riddle, isn't it?
Oh my god.
No, it's no riddle. Let me. And he now he notices that you're all like passing this paper around, and he goes, "May I see that?"
You see with your hands, not with your. You see with your eyes, not with your hands.
Okay, he takes a look at it. Oh, okay. He says, "Yeah, there's runes on there, dark runes. You see them?"
What are you talking about? Dark runes. It's a white piece of paper.
He waves his hand and says some kind of incantation, and you see the paper like kind of lights up with like blue lines along it.
I've certainly never seen that before.
Yeah, there's the stench of necromancy all over it.
Why is somebody doing necromancy in a library?
I don't know.
Is this Professor Ray-Van somebody that could do that type of magic?
Well, let me see. Raven does study necromancy, yes. You see the lines right here? And he's like showing, like trying to point it out to you guys, and you really don't see anything. You see it like it's lit up now, but it doesn't really make.
We're all just like,
Right. It's a shiny blue piece of paper, though.
it's really pretty, but I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm really good at killing things.
It has a foul stench upon it.
I smell something foul, but I think it came from Woody's vent.
How can you smell anything with such a flat nose?
Oh my, are you, I didn't even ask, are you injured? I could call the medics. I could get the security.
I want to know where you were. And don't hand me this stuff about the books and
Shadows came out and attacked us while you were gone. That was seriously convenient timing.
Well, I've been in and out for hours. You've been here for like 6 hours. I don't just sit at my desk. I have work to do.
I'm gonna start looking through his drawers.
Oh, it's locked.
wow. That's forward.
All the drawers in the desk are locked.
Unlock these drawers. I want to see if there's books from your pages from your books. I'm so tired.
Maybe
I don't think that
maybe intimidation will work.
you can. Yeah, he's not opening for.
Oh, I'm well armed.
Hold him down and I'll burn him.
I must warn you, I am a seasoned wizard. You be careful what you do.
Welcome, Raiders.
I
Oh
am a
my.
pinball wizard, and I am not afraid to play pinball with your head.
Yeah, what she said.
Currently, this old owl. If it's for anybody coming in.
Mr. Flatface.
Sorry, are you trying to intimidate him into opening the desk?
Yes.
And I'm assisting. I'm standing behind, looking like the biggest rooster he's ever seen.
He's definitely fluffing out his...
Frill disapproves.
Frill disapproves.
I'm like, you better start talking, or I'm gonna unleash this mouse's hell on you.
All right, I'm waiting for a intimidation roll here.
Oh,
Rusty,
okay.
what's Rusty doing while they're attempting to intimidate this old owl?
Do I get advantage for him helping me, or is he giving me disadvantage?
Yeah, you can have advantage, I guess. Rusty, what are you doing?
Can I use my thieves' tools while they're distracting him and try to pop open some of these drawers?
He's standing right there.
Yeah, but he's talking to somebody else who's trying to open the drawers.
You could try with disadvantage. He's looking right at you.
If I open his drawers, I'm not talking about the drawers on the desk. If I just grab him by the drawers, will that be a big enough distraction
Hey,
You're going
Woody.
for Rusty to get into his other drawers?
Hold on a minute. Okay, so let me see if I understand what's happening here. Lucy is trying to intimidate him into opening his desk while you pants him, and Rusty tries to pick lock his desk at the same time. Is that basically what's going on?
I think that sums it up pretty good.
And Frill is just walking for the door.
It feels like I don't like.
I don't know these people.
And my headset's not working. Okay. Okay. Oh, this is just ridiculous. Okay. Woody, you pants the owl. He turns around in shock. As sorry, you did have a good intimidation roll, didn't you?
I did.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say that you've
23.
intimidated him enough to turn around to allow Rusty to try to pick lock his desk. Well, his britches hit the floor.
Let his britches hit the floor.
Let the britches hit the floor.
Hit the
Let the
floor.
britches
Let
hit
the
the floor.
britches hit the
Let the
floor.
britches hit the floor.
For anybody that just came in, this is what they're doing to an old owl. Oh, hold on a minute. His art is fantastic. Look at this man. He's being pantsed.
We call him
He's a very distinguished gentleman, I will
Mr.
say.
Flatface. His name is Mr. Flatface, and he's up to no good, frankly.
We don't know that for sure, but I just needed...
I'm gonna tell you something.
My mouse is very angry and very tired right now,
Yes.
and she answers.
And what this game needed was a good pantsing.
Rusty, I need... Okay. Frill disapproves. Yep. Frill will attempt to see...
There is no way he sees Rusty going through his drawers when I yank his drawers down.
No, I'm not going to give it. Rusty,
Frill will attempt to
roll your
see
sleight
if
of
he
hand check,
can't
pick
glean
lock his
anything
desk.
from the shadows, maybe Arcana. Okay.
From the shadows they kind of dissipated.
Thanks for the follows, Raiders. That's appreciated.
Yes.
We stream Tuesdays and Sunday nights here. While the DM
Rusty,
figures this out.
Let me roll. Sorry, this is going a little crazy right now. Okay. He is very much distracted by what's going on behind him. And you pick lock his desk very quickly. We're just going to try and take a look into the drawer.
Yeah, I want to see if he's shifty. I want to see if we should be fighting him because he's the big bad, or maybe he's just an old man.
Yeah. You slide the drawer open.
This is clearly the villain we've been looking for. That's all I'm saying.
So.
He has a bottle of vodka in his desk.
See?
As you pull it open. There is.
I slide that into my back pocket.
You're busy intimidating him. There is a spell component pouch, and there's his spell book is in there also. But
We don't need to see that.
Nothing nefarious. None of the missing pages are in there.
I want to quickly look through his spell book and see if there's anything about, I don't know, like bringing forth an old god.
No, it is just full of spells as you thumb through quickly. Rather high level spells as well.
Look at the DM try to defend this guy. He's clearly the villain.
This old man. You've just, with 4 hit points. You
Look,
decided to pick
we
one.
would not have come at him so hard. Was he not the big bad guy? So you've led us astray, DM.
I'm sorry. Yeah, Rusty. Sorry, actually, Lucy's over here. You don't see anything nefarious in the desk. Just a bottle of vodka, spell book, and some components. Maybe a little bit of coin as well.
Okay, so his spell book looks normal. I look through the spell book. There's no weird spells that seem like they might summon stuff.
Roll an Arcana check, because I don't know if you would really know much about spells.
You know how to build things.
Are there any weird family portraits that would incriminate him in another way?
Well, you can tell that it's a book full of spells.
Okay, but I know how to decipher drawings. Are there any weird drawings where people are laying on the ground dead?
There's
Like big fire thing.
There's like one of like a pigeon on fire, but no, like you don't see any like skeleton, like bird skeletons dancing around or anything like that. If that's yeah, it's more of a
Nothing with burning trees or anything, like a scorched grove photo.
No, it mostly looks like
A school photo. He went to Scorch High or something.
Yeah. No, you don't.
Die.
I'll basically just say you don't see any like necromantic type spells.
Necromantic.
Mostly like illusion magic and conjuration, like summoning. Like yeah, you don't know a lot about spells, but you don't see any like pictures of like dancing skeletons or like shadows or stuff like that.
Nothing like we saw at Susan's house.
Yeah, the opposite of Susan's house. Frill is tempted to cast suggestion on all y'all to sit down and chill the clock out. So Mordain
We
at
all
this point,
need a nap.
he's highly offended as he pulls up his pants from the ground. Did not notice Rusty behind him, rooting through the desk, and he says, "Oh, this is madness! I'm gonna call security." And he reaches for I don't know, like his fucking owl phone.
I kiss him.
What? You're gonna kiss him?
Oh no, we'll leave. He plants one on the old man.
I'll roll to seduce. There's clearly no other option here.
You could try to persuade him to not call security if you want.
Well, would a kiss do that?
Bardic inspiration on Woody
No,
for the smoochie.
I think kissing this old man would have the opposite effect. I think.
I think you're judging my kiss harshly.
Woody, you just got inspiration from Artemis as well.
This has gone off the rails.
So you have inspiration and bardic inspiration.
I'm kissing him.
Kiss the owl.
All right, we have to wrap up soon, so let's do a few more things here, and then we're gonna call it. You're gonna kiss Mordain Swiftgale.
Yeah.
He recoils. Let's see if you can land one on him. Just give me a dexterity check.
A dexterity check?
Yeah, it's gonna be a contested dexterity check, but he has disadvantage because he's an old man.
Okay. Come here, you. Yeah, everybody. I actually have advantage right now, so I'm rolling. I'm going to use my inspiration to roll with advantage, and I have bardic inspiration on this, right?
I have a 12 to not be kissed.
You rolled a 13.
A 13 is bardic inspiration a d6. 15.
All right, you land a kiss on this owl's beak for some god awful reason. He like drops what he was going for a minute as he's just really confused.
Yes. So am I.
And he says, I don't know what he says. This isn't something you planned for.
Lucy jumps up on the chair so she can be eye to eye with him, because I'm assuming she's a lot shorter than him.
Mm-hmm.
She's shorter than everybody. And she goes, listen. I'm sorry. We're very tired, and we've fought some very terrible things recently.
Yes.
Please don't call security. I know we look like punks, and you probably don't like humble folk either, like anybody else in this realm, but we just need to go sleep. And we
Yeah.
really need to talk to this Professor Ravon, because
Yes.
if there's
yes.
necromancy down here, something has to be done.
Yes, Ravon, yes.
Whoever took these pages from this book is highly, highly, highly suspicious.
Yes, I agree.
And I'm gonna wipe my beak.
And you're very, very handsome.
He looks at Woody and he says, "We'll never speak of this again."
I just wink at him.
Ugh.
He's trying to distract from the fact that you're very, very handsome, and that confuses me because you're a bird.
Yes, well, I think I'll retire for the evening. The library is closed. And perhaps you... It looks over at Frill, who looks a little weak. Who else did I strength drain? I think I got Woody, too.
Yeah, it was Frill and Woody.
Perhaps the
I'm
two
looking
of you
okay.
should... No, didn't I get
No,
somebody?
you guys both had your strength sucked.
I did have my strength drain, but I mean, if this guy wants to go around, I might be up for it.
You're looking a little weak. Maybe you should report to the infirmary. Perhaps we could look into this Rivan tomorrow. I never trusted. Perhaps there's something to it. Maybe you could speak to the dean in the morning.
Well, if you must make a call to security, I would suggest trying to make sure that he is not allowed to leave the premises.
That is an excellent idea. I'll inform the dean, and I'm going to go to bed now, and I'm going to try and forget all of this. I'm going to go wash my beak.
She puts a little paw on his shoulder and says, "Go strong, my friend."
This dude's dreaming about roosters tonight.
I appreciate you didn't say cough. All right. I think that's where we're going to call it.
Really? Okay.
And unfortunately, we're going to be off for the next 2 weeks because Jasmine and I are going to go Sun and go to Jamaica.
But we do have, we've got a one-shot lined up for next Tuesday. We've got guys from the Fantasy Pants podcast coming to join us. I have Affy the DM from the Voctaire coming to join us. And I have good Queen Mother, the Queen Mother GM. Queen Mother GM is coming to play with us as well in a one-shot.
Yes, Dead Chicken, they did accost a poor old owl librarian and pantsed him and then kissed him on the mouth for some reason.
I mean,
apparently he's suspicious, though, apparently.
he was suspicious. And after you pants a man, the only way to not have him attack you is to kiss him. So I feel like I was on target.
Wow.
Go check out our sponsor, CanadianDice.ca. Use the code OMRD for Old Men Rolling Dice. OMRD.
I don't sponsor any of this anymore.
CanadianDice.ca. And you get 50. If you use that code, you get 15% off your entire order. And they ship really fast, and they have great dice.
That's true. That's all true.
Raiders,
great dice.
Thank you for coming and hanging out with us for a bit, and hopefully we didn't scare you off. And as I said, we stream here Sundays and Tuesdays. And we're gonna raid. Guild Superior is up, so I'm gonna pass on this raid to Guild Superior. Woo!
Woo! Oh, hold on. I think that calls for Hold on. Where is it?
I don't know. There we go. We're gonna go up to Creed. Love you, everybody. See you soon.